Gentlemen, our show picks are starting to heat up. On Wednesday, we went 2-0 with our show picks. If you watched, I gave out a client play on the over between the Padres and the Jays. The Jays went on to win that game 12-0. And then Steve Seagrave, he was our featured free play for a second straight day. And for a second straight day, Seagrave delivered the goods with the over 17.5 points and assists for Andrew Nemhard. More client picks, more free plays. My name is Nick Parsons. This is the Betting Memo presented by Sports Memo for May 23rd, 2025. We have lots to cover on Thursday's show. Let's just get right into it, guys. It's time for... And our featured package comes from LC Sports. He's been on complete fire in the NBA playoffs this year. LC is 22-11 for 66% and plus 38 units with his last 33 NBA releases. And with this NBA play today, you also get a top-rated MLB release included. It's a two-pack for the price of one as LC Sports becomes our featured package of the day. And remember, gentlemen, time is running out to take advantage of the special that Sports Memo is running in May. Use the code MEMO50, all one word, on checkout to get 50% off all daily pick packages throughout the month of May. So you can get LC Sports NBA MLB two-pack for just $10, guys, using the code MEMO50 on checkout. The Hurricanes dropped game one of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Panthers by a score of 5-2. I had a play on Carolina on the puck line. So can the Hurricanes bounce back in game two, guys, and even up this series? Let's get into it. It's mine. So I gave out that client play on the over in the Padres and Jays yesterday. Today, though, on Thursday, we're back on the ice. The NHL playoffs continue, and I'm going to give you another client play as well. I'm going to steer clear of the total and the puck line in this one, but with the money split right down the middle in game two, I think the value in game two this time is for sure on Carolina. This becomes Carolina's biggest game of the season. I really thought that the extra rest that Carolina had between series would have paid dividends for them in that first game, but it wasn't the case. Instead, it was a case of rest leading to rust. But this has for sure become the Hurricanes' most important game of the year. Carolina, historically, it's really struggled in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's beyond ridiculous, in fact. The Hurricanes have advanced to 4 conference finals over the past 15 years, and they've been swept in all of them. So with that game one loss, that's now 13 straight Eastern Conference final losses in a row. In fact, head coach Rod Brindamore, he scored a game winner in game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals against Buffalo for Carolina, but that was 19 years ago now. Leading up to this game, Carolina netminder Frederick Anderson, he was without question leading the playoffs for all goaltenders in basically every single statistical category. I definitely underestimated Florida in game one. It rode that wave of emotion after coming from behind to knock off the Leafs in 7 games. But now I really do think that the Panthers are going to be exhausted here. It was an emotional 7-game series win, and then to muster up that energy to now steal the home ice advantage by getting at least the split by winning game one there. And so I think Florida will have a letdown here in game two. It's the Hurricanes' most important game of the season, as I said. And so considering the circumstances, I really think that we're getting great value here. And so, guys, on Thursday night, my client play is Carolina money line. Starting in June, guys, I'm going to be producing the Betting Memo 6 days a week. The only thing I ask is if you can please please share this video, please subscribe to the channel, please make comments, please hit the bell icon. That way, every time we go live, you can take advantage of the betting information that we're putting out there. All of these things really help out the algorithm. They're really easy to do. Thanks a lot. The handicappers over at Sports Memo are extremely competitive. The leaderboards are always changing. Let's quickly look at the hottest handicappers right now for Thursday, May 23rd. Abby Sports Picks continues to ride the wave and lead the site in all sports over the last 3 and last 30 days. Abby Sports Picks continues to also lead the MLB board over the last 3, the last 7, and the last 30 days. LC Sports, our featured package, he leads the NBA right now over the last 30 days, and he's number 2 over the last 7 days. The NHL playoffs have been difficult, but Rob Vincelletti is leading the way over the last 30 days. And Rob has also gotten out to a perfect 5-0 start with his WNBA picks, as he leads all cappers in the WNBA so far this season. Rob Vincelletti is indeed hot right now across the board, ladies and gentlemen, and he is our Thursday. And on Thursdays at Sports Memo, it's special to be the featured capper, and that's because the featured capper always has a $2 Thursday play going over at Sports Memo. And so Vincelletti, he does indeed have a really big play going. It's a 5% WNBA top total. And as I mentioned, Rob is already a perfect 5-0 in the WNBA this year. So the season is barely underway, and our $2 capper already has a perfect 5-0 record. A 5% WNBA pick for just $2. On a capper that's already started the season 5-0. This is definitely something that you guys need to check out. Gentlemen, for sure, go over and check Rob's $2 5% max best bet WNBA top play and use the code MEMO50. Well, you won't be able to use the code MEMO50 on this time because it's the $2 play, but you can use the code MEMO50 on any of the other handicappers picks over there. You get 50% off on all daily pick packages throughout the month of May. And again, Rob is our $2 Thursday capper. Go grab up his 5% WNBA best bet. He's currently on a 5-0 run. This is going to be the final betting memo this week. I'm going to be back next week with 2 shows. But starting in June, I'm going to be producing this show 6 days a week. On Wednesday, we swept our picks, and I'm going to try to do that again on Thursday. It's time for And our featured free play comes from our featured capper, Rob Vincelletti. Rob actually has 2 free plays up right now. If you go over to his homepage over at Sports Memo, you can get more details about that. He also likes Florida in the NHL tonight. But the game I'm looking at comes in MLS action this weekend. Rob really likes Minnesota United at home against Austin. That's at right around the -130 range. And Rob goes on to say that the MLS soccer comp play is on the Minnesota United at 7:30 Eastern. Our models show a home win here for the hosts, who are 7-3 with 4 draws to start, and they have won 3 of 4 in their series against a struggling St. Louis team that has not won since March 16th and is 0-7 and 3 draws over its last 10. Minnesota won 3-0 last time out versus St. Louis, and he is expecting a similar final outcome here as well. And so, guys, Rob is indeed our $2 Thursday capper. He has that 5% WNBA best bet. He's also our featured free play. He's suggesting a play on Minnesota United at home this weekend against Austin in MLS action. Time to wrap up the show, guys. It's time for the... Over the last 2 shows, we've looked at some interesting lopsided trends and streaks that have paid dividends. The example we looked at yesterday was Kansas City Royals at the San Francisco Giants. They were playing the 3rd game of a 3-game interleague series, and the first 2 games had gone under the number, and they had split those contests. And then last night's finale, they had both also seen the total go under in 4 straight going into that finale. So I thought the value was probably going to be on the over in the rubber match there, despite 2 decent starters going for each side. It was Luender Avila for the Royals and Logan Webb for the Giants. But that one did end up being a complete slugfest. The Royals won 8-4. And so as I was saying yesterday, guys, it pays to pay attention to these lopsided against the spread and over-under lopsided streaks, also lopsided winning and losing streaks. There is money and value to be had when you pay attention to those things for sure. It's a tough board here on Thursday, guys. I'm really looking forward to the NHL and college football starting back up again. And so we're going to have endless streakers when those sports do start back up. We've come to the end of the show, guys, for May 23rd. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we get a couple more winners here, and I'll be back next week with 2 more shows. In June, I'm going to be doing this show 6 days a week. The primary focus of this show is to give you guys winners. We want to win. I want to give you updates about the hottest handicappers going on over at Sports Memo. So if you like this content, one more time, please like, please share, please subscribe, please hit the bell icon, and please leave a comment. I'll definitely be looking at the comments and responding to anything that you guys leave. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week. Good luck and take care.